Good morning class. Welcome to your English class. Let's continue with the lesson. My school days. Come on page number 18. First para. First line. There was another such incident during the time when I was in 7th standard. Dorabji Idulji Jimmy was the headmaster then. He was popular among boys as he was a disciplinarian, a man of method and a good teacher. He had made gymnastics and cricket compulsory for boys of the upper standards. I disliked both. I never took part in any exercise, cricket or football, before they were made compulsory. My shyness was one of the reasons for this aloofness, which I now see was wrong. I then had the false notion that gymnastics had nothing to do with education. Today I know that physical training should have as much place in the curriculum as mental training. So here the Gandhiji was saying that there was another incident like that when he was in class 7. The headmaster name was Dorabji Idulji Jimmy. He was very disciplined, man of values and a good teacher. He made Gymnastic is a sport that includes physical exercises and cricket compulsory for boys of upper class. Gandhiji disliked both and never took part in both the activities, any physical activity, that is exercise, cricket or football, before they were made compulsory. The reason behind this was his shyness. Aloofness is distance. He made distance from these things, these physical exercises. Because he did not reason his shyness, and because of that he did not want to mingle with others. He considered gymnastic was not a part of education. It does not have to take anything with education. But when he was writing this book, he said that physical training is equally important as mental training in education. Second para. I may mention, however, that I was none of the worse for abstaining from the exercise. That was because I had read in books about the benefits of long walks in the open air, and having liked the advice, I had formed a habit of taking walks which has still remained with me. These walks gave me a fairly hardy constitution. His habit got bad as he escaped from doing exercises, because he read in books that about the benefits of walking in open air. खुली हवा में वॉक करने के उन्होंने बेनिफिट्स को पढ़ा था बुक में, और उन्हें ये सलाह काफ़ी अच्छी लगी थी और उन्होंने इसका आदत बना लिया था. और वो मतलब ऐसी आदत जो अभी तक, मतलब जब वो बुक लिख रहे थे तब तक उनके अंदर ये आदत थी, और मतलब लाइफ लॉन्ग आदत बनी रही उनकी ये, और उन्हें काफ़ी स्ट्रॉन्ग बनाया इस आदत ने. इन्होंने डांडी मार्च किया था, वो पूरा पैदल गए थे. द रीज़न ऑफ माई डिसलाइक फॉर जिमनास्टिक्स वॉज my keen desire to serve as nurse to my father. As soon as the school closed, I would hurry home and begin serving him. Compulsory exercise came directly in the way of this service. I requested Mr. Jimmy to exempt me from gymnastics so that I might be free to serve my father, but he would not listen to me. He gave reason for disliking gymnastics was that he wished to take care of his father. As soon as the school get closed, he ran towards his home and began taking care of his father. Mr. Jimmy made gymnastics compulsory, and its timing is that in which he served his father. He requested Jimmy to let him free from it, but Mr. Jimmy would not. But he didn't listen to him. Now it so happened that one Saturday when we had school in the morning, I had to go from home to the school for gymnastics at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I had no watch and the crowd deceived me. Before I reached the school, the boys had all left. The next day, Mr. Jimmy, examining the roll, found me marked absent. Being asked the reason for absence, I told him what had happened. He refused to believe me and ordered me to pay a fine of 1 or 2 annas. One day he had school in the morning time and timing for gymnastics was 4 p.m. in afternoon. He had no watch to watch the time and weather was not sunny, or it is not remarkable as at 4 o'clock, like 4 o'clock. Deceived means धोखा देना, कि मतलब क्लाउड जो वेदर था फेवरेबल नहीं था उस समय, 4 o'clock की तरह नहीं था. And when he reached the school got closed. There was no one in the school. The next day, when Mr. Jimmy was marking the attendance of the gymnastic class student, and he was marked absent. Mr. Jimmy asked him the reason. He told the truth, but Mr. Jimmy, the headmaster, did not believe him and ordered him to fine 1 or 2 annas. I was convicted of lying. That deeply pained me. How was I to prove my innocence? There was no way. I cried in deep anguish. I saw that a man of truth must also be a man of care. This was the first and last instance of my carelessness in school. I have a fair recollection that I finally succeeded in getting the fine remitted. The exemption from exercise was of course obtained, as my father wrote himself to that headmaster saying that he wanted me at home after school. The stamp of flying was marked in his heart, as he didn't lied, and there was no ways to prove his innocence. He was in deep sorrow and he cried a lot. He tells that as he always spoke truth, he must be aware also. And that was the first and last time in his school time where he showed carelessness. Gandhiji did not fully remember that he paid fine or not. Gandhiji's father wrote letter to the school headmaster in order to free him from the course of gymnastics, as he wanted him at home after school time. But though I was none the worse for having neglected exercise, I am still paying the penalty of another neglect. I do not know whence I got the notion that good handwriting was not a necessary part of education. I was ashamed of myself and repented of my neglect. Repent means regretting. I saw that bad handwriting should be regarded as a sign of an imperfect education. I tried later to improve mine, but it was too late. I could never repair the neglect of my youth. Let every young man and woman be warned by my example and understand that good handwriting is a necessary part of education. I saw now of opinion that children should first be taught the art of drawing before learning how to write. Let the child learn his letters by observation as he does the different objects such as flowers, birds, etc. And let him learn handwriting only after he has learned to draw objects. He will then write a beautifully formed hand by Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. But Gandhiji thought that he was not done good by avoiding exercise, and still he was suffering from another avoidance that he had done, that he didn't know that writing in a good handwriting is a necessary part of education. He felt bad and regret for his avoidance. He tells that having bad handwriting tells that education is not given correctly. He after that tried to improve his handwriting, but he have to bear what he neglected at a young age. He tells that everyone should learn from his mistake and should understood that having good handwriting is necessary, essential part of education, of Shiksha. Opinion or thinking view is that children should be made to draw first before he or she learn to write, and let the child learn by seeing what he had made as he does different objects like flowers, birds, etc. Let him to learn draw objects first and then let him to learn handwriting. After that he will learn to move his pencil for writing beautifully, and then he will write in a beautiful manner. It was by Mahatma Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Thank you, class. We will next class will continue with exercise. Thank you.